Here we go, guys. It's me, QTCinderella. Some of you don't know this. Avocado does because he's been here for 4 months. I used to be an interior designer. So, it doesn't mean that I know it all, but it means that people used to pay me to tell them things. So what we're going to do is watch G-Eazy on Architectural Digest. Let's go.
What's up, AD?
You
Welcome
mean
to
QT?
Jerryland.
You meant cutie. This is embarrassing. Sorry. Start over. Say it.
What's up, AD?
QT.
Welcome to Jerryland. Come on inside.
Jerryland. These celebrities that like theme their house. They're like, this is Jerryland.
So what drew me to this house initially was its warmth and its home.
Okay, number one, they're doing so many great things. Okay, let's talk about one thing. Number one, I need everyone to know that this house is not a reflection of G-Eazy, okay? This house is a reflection of whatever interior designer he hired. And something I have to say right off the bat is, even in this first few seconds, this is very, very similar to my style. And the reason is I can see these Persian rugs. I can see the mix of wood tones. I love mixing wood tones. It makes everything feel warm. It makes things feel cozy. I hate this staircase over here, but that's an issue for another day. I'm sure we'll get there. But it's interesting that he talks about the warmth, because this house could very much not be warm. This could be very modern if done kind of like mid-century modern, kind of like a 70s look. This could easily go 70s look, but because we're pulling in all these tones and kind of different patterns, mixed textures, that's what's giving it more of that homey, lived-in vibe right off the bat.
Homey kind of vibe, kind of Spanish Moroccan style, a whole lot of wood, and in particular these beams up here. This
Love
was the
those.
first thing that completely sold me on this house. We pretty much completely redid most of it. This is the living room. I'm
Wow.
really big on rugs. As the dude in The Big Lebowski would say, it really ties the room together. You know, old traditional rug.
I always do think it's funny when these guys are giving tours of their house and not the designer, because he's like, I'm really big on rugs, and it's like, you didn't pick that out, you didn't. This tree over here, by the way, this is a great tree for almost anybody. It's called a fiddle fig or a fiddly fig. Michael's has it's bad for pets. It's toxic to cats if they eat the leaves. But you can get some pretty good knockoffs that look really nice. So that is one thing that I would encourage you to do, is a faux fiddle fig is a nice way to make a room look like you have plants, even if you murder them.
Especially if they're actually like lived in and walked on and used. Just really adds like a warmth to a home. I want a home to feel like a home, not just a house or not just, you know, a hotel. So this guitar, this was actually a gift from somebody very special to me. I got that for Christmas. I'm learning to play, I'm not very good.
I love using instruments as art. That's kind of one thing that I told Simply to do. I don't know if you guys remember when I helped Simply decorate his room, but I told Simply to get a guitar mount, like a wall mount for his guitar. Just because, like, then it's something on your wall, it's off the floor, it doesn't look like clutter, but it looks like art. These guitars are gorgeous sitting on the floor on their stands. So either way, but yeah.
This is a piece by an artist by the name of Fucci, who I'd been following for years on Instagram and admiring his work. And I kind of like the juxtaposition and clash it even creates. You know, you have everything else that's so traditional and old feeling and warm, and then you have this clash of color.
I think there's a way you can clash appropriately, and I don't think this was done correctly. I think what would be gorgeous on this wall, what would be really, really gorgeous on this wall would be a black and white print, because what you would expect in this room would be something warm, maybe an oil painting, but I really do think a black and white print would really stand out, and I think it could be gorgeous.
Pop art. Over here is a good friend of mine, Kai. I've known him for years and years and years, and he did this specifically for me.
See, that's what you would expect in this room.
He did a spin-off of a classic piece, Nighthawks. His interpretation of it was adding me where James Dean goes. Over here, this is, I guess, my dining room. For me, it's essential to just have this flow and walkway through from the living room to the entryway, to this dining room, to the kitchen. Over here, there's another piece by Kai.
I like the art. I actually like that art here. I think it's a nice blend of styles. I love this room. I think this is gorgeous.
Obviously,
I don't love
music
that lamp,
is big.
but...
I think when you put a record on, it's like it's different than just, you know, connecting to Bluetooth and, you know, putting on a Pandora or Spotify station or something. Speaking of, my favorite author.
Chat, this is very, very in right now, is the white counters and the green kitchens, and you'll see them a lot in these celebrity homes, because I guess they were in right now. They're new up and coming a few years ago when everyone got their kitchen redone, and now you're just seeing them come to fruition. But holy moly, these emerald kitchens, they make me so happy. Yes, this is emerald. This is an emerald green. I love them so much. They'll become dated very quickly, but they're gorgeous.
Here we have the kitchen.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
So my favorite color is dark green. I think dark green, especially next to gold, is really beautiful. This bathroom, I worked on with my interior designer, and I wanted it to feel like a completely different vibe from the rest of the house. Like almost like you're on an acid trip or something. So it's super dimly lit. We picked up this wallpaper to just be super trippy. And then there's a piece in here by a good friend of mine, an artist by the name of Nate Turbo. It says, "Give me all the partying." Yeah, this bathroom
I do not. I don't like that art.
So from upstairs to downstairs, you know, it's all kind of connected, and it's not really that separate. This is a piece by my homie Syph. This is a good friend of mine, one of the first people I met in New Orleans, one of my best friends, my brothers.
I do like that all of the art is of his friends.
Stopped rapping and took up painting, and he's just become incredible at it. And I always like to support the homies and support art in general.
I think it's cool that he has
This piece was a gift from another good friend of mine, Ashley Longshore. It's a painting of one of my favorite rappers of all time. That's where I get to make some people jealous.
Shoe
We got it all
room.
sectioned out, leather jacket collection.
I would love
we got
a
the
closet
blazers
like
down
that.
here, suits, jackets, dress shoes here, boots, creepers. But then the sneakers is where I really just get to stunt. Sneakers, 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 sneakers. The Air Mags, Back to the Future. When I redid the house, it kind of started with the idea of this room. This was originally a bedroom that we knocked down a wall.
Oh my God.
To my bedroom. It's crazy to think that I turned a whole bedroom in my house into a closet and it's still overflowing. Like I almost need a whole nother bedroom just for shoes or something like that. Or I just need to stop buying stuff.
I heard this thing about G-Eazy that every single concert he has, he requests a new socks, and he throws away his old ones. He never like washes his socks. He's just always like super wasteful with his socks.
I like keeping things like, you know, the dark gray, like cold feel of like the sheets. This is like my reading.
I think what would really be nice in this room is if he did a dark accent wall behind his bed with some like
you know, the dark gray,
built-ins. I don't know if that makes
cold
sense,
feel
but I
of
think
like
that'd
the
be
sheets.
nice.
I love this piece. I guess it's a little dark to have in a bedroom, but it is what it is. The archway into the bathroom. This was here when I moved in, and it was another thing that attracted me to buying the house.
That's gorgeous.
You know, this kind
Holy
of Moroccan,
moly.
you know, Spanish feel to it.
I love
It's another
that.
thing that adds warmth, you know, to homes, in my opinion. So we kind of went like Bruce Wayne, super masculine with the bathroom. I'm
I don't
pretty big
like
on
that.
minimalism,
I don't like the drawers.
as you can see. Yeah, big walk-in shower. Wonderful steam room with the eucalyptus. I kind of have this open door policy, you know, for friends and family. When anybody needs anywhere to stay, you know that you always have a home here at the Land.
Oh, that's
so
so
having
nice.
this guest room is essential. It's actually one of my favorite rooms in the house.
That's
when I'm here
beautiful.
alone, sometimes I'll crash in this room, sometimes I'll sleep on my couch, sometimes I'll sleep in the downstairs
think this
guest
is
room.
beautiful.
That's kind of like me being a big kid. This is another piece my mom did. That's my little brother. When he was, I believe, 2 years old, he actually drowned. And I swam down and swam him out of the pool when I was like 5. Essentially, you know, helped save him. So this piece means a lot to me. You know, I love my brother. He's my favorite person
That's
on the
crazy.
planet. So I love having this piece here. This is a photo one of my best friends, Grady Brandon, took. And it was the first time I'd sold out the Fox Theater in Oakland. It's one of the most legendary
Oh
venues
my
back
God,
home.
that's so
It's just
cool.
a moment that's frozen in time.
That's a really
you know,
cool
means
photo,
the world to
actually.
me. When I was looking for homes, what attracted me to it also was just that, like, where the studio is separate from the main house. That's just something that's important to me, I think. Having your place where you live and then having your place where you work. Even if it's, you know what I mean, connected in the same home technically, the fact you have to go outside and it's like a separate space, a separate universe you walk into.
Yeah,
I think those things are
that's
just
actually really
essentially
cool.
kind of split apart.
I think that's where streamers fail, is all of us like,
There's a lot of stairs in my house. Some people
some
get
of us
really
even have it in our same bedroom.
exhausted coming up all these sets of stairs. To me, I think it's good exercise. But for those times that you don't quite have it in you, I do have an elevator in the crib.
Those little elevators creep me out.
So on the upstairs level, this is kind of like the lounge.
That's very cool.
Kick it spot for the homies. I love neon. I've always loved neon. My dad's an artist as well, and he did a lot of art using neon. So I think I was always just kind of like attracted to it. It feels good to just walk
I
past
like
these.
this
They're reminders
studio.
of, you know, who you are and your accomplishments and all that. It's also a reminder of gratitude. But this right here is my most prized possession in the whole entire home. Kobe Bryant was my hero. I have a tattoo for Kobe right here. And this was a birthday present a couple of years ago before he passed. I had met him after a game, and the first thing he says to me, he says, "Yo, young Elvis," and he told me to chase the Beatles and to never give up, and to just want to always be great, and to always,
That's really cool.
you know, remember that Mamba mentality. And it was crazy, the motivation that somebody could give me, you know, in just like a brief exchange like that. But this gift meant the
That's
world to me because
gorgeous.
it was forever and it was tangible.
What a gorgeous
Says to
story.
G-Eazy, do the phenomenal, signed Kobe. Imagine walking past that every day you go into the studio. How could you not want to be great?
Yeah, that's amazing.
As we enter
How
down these
cool.
stairs, you transport into a different universe.
I actually love his studio. I love it. I think it's great.
And this is where the magic gets made, man. Again, I'm really big on rugs, especially in studios.
God,
I love to work
these rugs are gorgeous. These are probably like $10,000 rugs, each of these.
on a song and then sit down and lay down on the rug and listen to the song and hear how it sounds from the floor. I might be weird like that, but that's my vibe. Whenever I'm working on a new song and, you know, if I don't have any of the homies over or anybody to ask their opinion to see if it's good or not, I just ask Mac Dre. I got my Mac Dre bobblehead right here. You know, Mac Dre, Diaz in peace. One of the legends from the Bay Area, one of the greatest rappers of all time. Yeah, I'll just play the song, put him on the speaker.
And then you just
and if he
knock
nods
his
to
head.
it,
Then you're like,
then that's
there
how
you
you know
go.
it's a slap.
It's good.
This bathroom I love. I wanted it to feel like a bathroom in New York City at a bar or something cool. The tiles just
That's a
remind
beautiful
me of
bathroom.
New York subways. And again, it's got that dark green.
Wow. I like his house a lot. I think it's gorgeous.
And there you pretty much have it. That's a tour of Jerryland. From the studio, where I become G-Eazy, to the home, Gerald's domain, where it's all wholesome. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thanks for checking out my home. Y'all take care.
I liked his house. Yeah. That was cool. I really liked his house. I would give his house, honestly, I would probably give it a 9 out of 10. I think that's really good.